to say this because I love you, but you need to stop trying to fix people because they're not going to change. And even if they were going to change, or if it's in their destiny to go through some becoming of themselves, what bestowed that duty upon you to be the catalyst of change for this person? Where did you get the notion that you need to do that? Where did you get the notion that this person even wants to be fixed? Let's dive in. Now, I'm a hypocrite here. Well, a learned hypocrite, because I've always had a knack for fixing people. I always have loved damaged goods. I mean, who am I to call other people damaged? Everyone is damaged, but some people's damage is specifically incompatible with my own. But I've always had a knack for it. And I think that once you get to know someone well enough, and you understand their struggles enough, and you understand why they're being, maybe not treating you right, maybe being a bad person, whatever that means, once you understand why they're doing that, it's like, well, I want to help you. I feel like I could help you. Maybe you have experience in their area of difficulty. Maybe you've been through the same struggles that they are going through, and you feel like you could help them navigate that. I have experience. I can help you navigate that. Like, we got this, I love you. And there's nothing wrong with that. The desire to fix somebody comes from a very pure-hearted place, I think. I mean, it's our duty as humans to help each other and to help each other grow and to learn with each other. So of course, for most of us, it's coming from a place of like, well, I love you. I want to help you. But actually, if we really look into it, this desire can be quite selfish. Again, who asked you to fix them? Are they aware that they're a project to you? Are they aware that you don't actually accept them right now as they are with their flaws, and they're not making you happy right now as they are? Do they know that? Do they know that in order for them to really be, constructive for your life, they must change a lot about themselves? Do they know this? Or are you doing a secret mission to make somebody who's not ready to be the somebody that you need into the one or the person who's, even if it's just your friend, dude, are they aware? Are they aware? And this is not to say that you can't be a supportive friend and just be with somebody and have a constructive relationship where you're both improving each other, but you'll be able to tell. So very pure-hearted place, but can be quite selfish. And why not fix yourself first? Why not fix yourself first? I mean, we're obviously always in this process of endless becoming, but dude, maybe you're projecting. Maybe you actually need to focus on some of your own issues. And it's like if you've already completed a level in a video game and someone needs help with that level, it's just well, okay, let me finish that level for you. I've done it before. And you don't feel like finishing the level, but I've done it before, so it's gonna be easy. Let's just do it. But you got hella levels ahead, dude. There's a lot of levels for you to do, and you can't neglect them to play someone else's game. And fixing someone feels like you're trying to give them a gift and they're rejecting it. First of all, they're not obligated to take anything you give them. If you go to someone and say, hey, let me finish the level for you, what if they want to play the level themselves, dude? It's the whole fun of the game. Figuring out the level and playing it yourself. You come in yeah, I already completed that. Let me help you with it. You have a skill issue. You need to get better. What the heck? Why? Again, good intentions on both sides, it sounds like. But that's where things get tricky. I mean, I'm trying to fix you right now in a way. But you clicked this video, and you can click off anytime you want. My personal life will not be made any different by it. And it's less risk for everyone this way. I realize that I have a gift for motivating others, and that it's misdirected to use it on just one unwilling person who didn't even know that they were my client. Okay? You don't have to be a personal therapist and life coach for the people that are in your life if you don't feel like it's a constructive, reciprocal bond, dude. You might have a gift. You might have a gift for helping others. And you are doing this job for, again, an unknowing client with long hours, little to no pay. I used to pay to do this job. I used to basically spend my money to fix other people. But now, here we are. This is working for everyone. And we're all consenting to being here. So, that's great. It's really complicated. You know, people can say they want to change for you, and like sometimes they do. But usually it's like small things. And often those have much deeper underlying questions. Like, can you do more chores? Could really mean like, can you be an overall more competent person and feel a desire to help me out more? Why don't you feel a desire to help me out more? I feel so much, It's a whole debacle, man. And I'm not saying that people can't make it work, but it has to be the two of you, whoever is in this bond we're talking about, and it must be an equal, consensual effort. I think the term equal in a relationship or any human bond is kind of tricky, because the premise of love is that, like, true love, unconditional love, is that it is freely giving and it asks nothing back. And there's always going to be some inequalities. You're going to make up for somebody in ways that they fall flat, and vice versa. And that's just love. So there's a complicated line there to navigate. But honestly, it just gets to a point where you can tell. I'm going to get into that. In a second. But it's really important to evaluate, why do they need to be fixed? Why do they need to be fixed? If this said person in your life who you're trying to fix has a specific issue, maybe it's not that big, maybe it's something you view as an issue, but maybe it's not an issue to them. And maybe there are millions of other people out there who do the same thing and don't think it's an issue and are completely fine living that way. And I'm sorry, babe, but that's okay. That's okay. People are allowed to do the things that they want to do. Even if the things are bad for them or if they're miserable, it's just not your job to dictate it. Because you've already done the work there. You already know what you like and what you don't like. And maybe this situation is helping you figure it out. You don't like having to fix someone, which is probably why you clicked this. What little thing in your brain made you want to click this? That's a real question, buddy. But yeah, why do they need to be fixed? What are your perceived issues? Is it something internal? Usually, everything that we see outside in the world, in other people, is something within ourselves. You wouldn't be seeing it if it wasn't within yourself. So I would say, really, truly, evaluate that. Because maybe there is a part of yourself that just feels for your inner child or your inner teenager, or something that you went through. And again, you are seeing yourself in this person. You are seeing that pain in this person, and you feel like you know how to navigate it. You feel like a scholar in the emotional journey of life. And who are you if not to share this knowledge, this loving compassion, this genuine intention with somebody who you care about, so that they can be a little happier in their everyday life? That is not an effort in vain. That is not an effort in vain at all. And there's nothing wrong with you for feeling that desire. It can take a long time to even realize that you're trying to fix someone. I think most of us are aware that we shouldn't try to fix people. The said someone that you might be trying to fix could even be playing along with it. They could also genuinely believe that they are changing and that they can stop hurting you and themselves with their actions. But healing is a long journey, and like I said, it's not your job to be the catalyst of that for somebody. They might have it worse than you. They might be going through it way worse than you. But you still deserve your own focus. So don't blame yourself. Not to mention, if you really care about this person, if you really care, you will know that they deserve their own focus too. They are entitled to their own journey. And when you put the expectation on them, hey, I need you to do this for me. I need you to change this for me. Even if objectively they should change it just in general, you being the one to sit there and I'm going to berate you until you do this because I need you to do this for me to feel better. Even if they did change, would that be genuinely for themselves? Nope. Sorry. Because you can't be the one. They have to be the one, dude. They have to be the one to do it for themselves. Elves. Yeah. So they also deserve their own focus. Don't blame yourself. Start tweaking. Again, this urge to help and to love. Love is creation. Love is creative energy. It is your creative energy that you are using to paint on an unwilling canvas. Unwilling, bro! When you take back this creative energy and you stop trying to fix people and you couple it with the insight that you gain from going through a difficult experience, like something as intense as human union, as friendship, as a relationship, you couple those two things together, that creative energy, all back to yourself, that experience, that optimization data, you will be overwhelmed with ideas and opportunities. I swear to God. I literally swear. Okay. Because I've been there, brother. I've been there. And yeah, so that is all to say, don't regret the past, because it can teach you so much about yourself. How would I be sitting here knowing what to tell you about this situation if I hadn't been through it myself? I would not change a day. I would not change a day of my life. Anything of how it's gone. Because I like being myself, and I wouldn't be myself if I hadn't gone through all that stuff. Only through trying to fix others and failing and crumbling down did I realize I could be helping way more people in a much more synergistic way. This is like 15 minutes out of my day, dude. And if you are watching this and it is helping you, that is enough for me. And literally, you don't have to be here if you don't want to. And I'm not spending every waking moment of my life wondering, I hope they're okay. How are they doing? I hope they took my advice. No, free world. You do whatever you want, dude. Again, not gonna affect me. We're not in each other's personal lives. That's what I love about this here. But also, we're so deeply interconnected by the thoughts and opinions that we share. And if this resonates with you, I appreciate you. And I appreciate that you even clicked on this and that you even want to try and put some of that creative energy back towards yourself. And you don't have to blame anyone. Maybe you struggle to believe that you deserve to have people in your life who want more synergy, who are more compassionate, who value reciprocation, who work on themselves on their own time and in their human relationships. You do not have to withhold your gift for helping others. You do not have to withhold this energy and this drive that you have to spread love and to help people be happier. But your energy is much better off somewhere where it is desired. You can volunteer. You can get into activism. There's so many things you can do to help the world be a better place. And while deep love and union is one of the most transformative experiences in life, it has to be consensual and two-sided, at least. And it has to be synergistic, working for everyone. It should be ebb and flow and give and take, not bashing your head against the walls of someone's heart and begging for them to open. That's not how it goes, buddy. That's not how it goes. Of course, there's a lot of nuance to this. And if you're in a complicated situation like this, if you're deeply enmeshed with someone and you feel at this point a responsibility for them, a responsibility for the things that are going bad in their life or for their mental difficulties and their struggles with being alive and being a human, because we all have struggles with being alive and being a human. That is literally how it works. That's just a part of it. There's a lot of nuance. And it's going to be hard to tell am I fixing this person, or is it just an ebb and flow moment? Like, is this going to go on forever? Maybe there's an end in sight. Maybe if I communicate a little more, maybe if I do a little more, da 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 da. Honestly, I think that you will know when it's time to stop. And maybe that requires you thinking it over a bajillion times in your head. Maybe that requires a cutting off of this person, and then back together, and then back off, and then da 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 da. Maybe that's what it requires for you to truly break through the veil of realizing that it was wrong for you. Maybe hearing my words is enough. Because there's a difference between impulse and intuition. And if you're an anxious person, it's hard to differentiate. You don't want to listen, because you don't know what's what. And you got the world, you got everyone else, including myself, telling you how you should and shouldn't feel. I just want you to feel happy. No one's gonna feel happy all the time. Actually, that's a part of love, and being with other humans is, you cannot expect it to be sunshine and rainbows. Love is work. That is a beautiful part of it. But you must feel like the other person's putting in work too, bro. There's so much guilt and shame and the conflict between selfishness and wanting to give your heart to someone and caring about other people's feelings and empathy. It's just, it can be a real cluster fugungle, if you know what I'm saying. I've always been aware that I shouldn't try to fix people. Always. That's one of the most common things you hear in the mental health sphere, in the psychology sphere. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him, and it's true. But again, and I will reiterate this so many times in so many of my videos, sometimes the only way to learn a lesson is to learn the lesson firsthand. Sometimes, no matter what wisdom, ancient patterns, prophecies have been foretold, you must go forth and make the mistake yourself. And you deserve forgiveness for that. And I promise you, everyone is going to be okay. And it is not your responsibility what someone else does with their life after you decide that a situation is not healthy for you or the other person. Because guess what? If it's not healthy for you and you're not enjoying it, it's not healthy for them either. And everyone should be honest with each other. Cha-ching! Ba-cow! Dude. So, yeah, I love you. You deserve your own compassion. And you do deserve to have people in your life where this isn't a constant floating question. Because when you're an overthinker, you can really think a lot about, is this equal? Is this... If you're constantly going within, examining yourself and your feelings, if you're understanding that not everything is sunshine and rainbows and there's going to be some struggles, you'll find people that you're willing to struggle with who handle their struggles in ways that are bearable to you. You will find people to relate to. But you're not going to lose anything when you clear out the negative energy. When you clear out the labor. Emotional, physical, time-wise, so much labor and energy. When you get rid of that, doing that, grueling hours, no pay. Maybe you'll get some career experience. And by that I mean relationship experience and life experience and maybe some healing of the heart. Yeah, once again, I love you. Thank you for listening. And I wish you all the luck in delving into your heart. And at the end of the day, we're all going to be okay. So, fare thee well. Bye.